Happy day, children. So, this is your second class of history, second lesson from trade to territory. So, last week we just saw till Battle of Buxar 1764. And today we are going to start from Carnatic Wars. In the 18th century, three Carnatic wars were fought between various Indian rulers. British and French East Indian Company on either side. So, British and French East Indian Company was either there is opposite side of all these three Carnatic wars. Traditionally, Britain and France were rival countries in Europe. So, rival countries is nothing but we can say competitive countries. Okay, in Tamil they say Poti Nadugal. Okay, rival countries is nothing but what? Competitive countries. Competitive countries. Okay, fine. Their rivalry continued in India over trade and territories. It resulted in a series of military conflicts. So, their competition continued in India over trade and territories. Okay, and it resulted in series continuous of military conflicts in the south known as Carnatic War. So, this caused Carnatic War. This rivalry, this competitive countries, they started to conflict each other in military. And next, it's known as Carnatic Wars, which spanned from 1746 to 1763. These wars resulted in establishment of political supremacy of British East Indian Company. Next, so this is the chart which shows about Carnatic Wars. Carnatic Wars, there were three Carnatic Wars. First Carnatic War, second Carnatic War, third Carnatic War. First Carnatic War took place from 1746 to 1748. So, here how many years? 2 years. Second Carnatic War took place from 1749 to 1754, and here 5 years. Third Carnatic War happened from 1756 to 1763, and here 7 years. First Carnatic War, 1746 to 48. So, how many years here? 2 years. On the outbreak of the Austrian War of Secession in Europe, the English and the French were on opposite camps, increased the hostility between these two forces. The echo of this war was felt in India. So, what happened? The Austrian War secession in Europe and English and French, okay, they were opposite camps. They increased the hostility between these two forces. Which two forces? Europe and English, okay. And this incident echoed, this war echoed and felt in India also. Battle of Adayar. Battle of Adayar held in 1746. The first Carnatic War is remembered for the Battle of Santom, which is in Madras, fought between the French force and the force of Anwaruddin, the Nawab of Carnatic, who appealed the British for help. So, Anwaruddin, he was the Nawab of Carnatic. Got it? Okay. A small French army, under Captain Paradise defeated the strong Indian army under Mahfuz Khan at Santom on banks of river Adayar. This was the first occasion when the superiority of well-trained and well-equipped European army over the Indian army was proved beyond doubt. So, this is the picture of Anvaruddin, Nawab of Carnatic. And next coming to Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle. Aix-la-Chapelle. So, this is in page number 14. Okay. Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle happened in the year 1748. The war was ended by the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle. This is a French name, okay, which brought the Austrian War of Succession to an end. So, treaty, I have already told you, it's a written agreement between two or more countries. Okay, we saw this in the last slide, that is last class. Okay, under the term of this treaty, Madras was returned back to the English. Under the term of this treaty, under the term of this agreement, Madras was returned back to English, and French in return got their territories in North America. Next, coming to Second Carnatic War. Second Carnatic War took place between 1749 to 54. 1754. How many years we saw? 5 years. Got it? The main cause of this war was the issue of succession in Carnatic and Hyderabad. Anwaruddin Khan and Chand Sahib were the two claimants to the throne of Carnatic. So, here Anwaruddin Khan and Chand Sahib, they were the two claimants. Claimants is nothing but the one who claims the throne of Carnatic is called as claimants. Okay, and Nazir Jung and Muzaffar Jung were claimants to the throne of Hyderabad. Okay, so here Anwaruddin Khan and Chand Sahib were the claimants to the throne of Carnatic, whereas Nazir Jung and Muzaffar Jung were claimants to the throne of Hyderabad. The French supported Chand Sahib and Muzaffar Jung, while the British supported the other claimants with the objective of keeping their interest and influence in their entire Deccan region. So, this is the picture of Muzaffar Jung. Next, coming to Battle of Ambur, which held in the year 1749. Finally, Duplex, Chand Sahib and Muzaffar Jung formed a grand alliance and defeated and killed Anwaruddin Khan. So, these three persons, Duplex, Chand Sahib, Muzaffar Jung. So, all these three persons, they formed a grand alliance and they defeated and killed whom? Anwaruddin Khan. Anwaruddin Khan was the Nawab of Carnatic. They killed him on 3rd August 1749 in the Battle of Ambur. In the Battle of Ambur 1749, Duplex, Chand Sahib and Muzaffar Jung, they formed a grand alliance and they defeated and killed Anwaruddin Khan, who was the Nawab of Carnatic. Muhammad Ali, the son of Anwaruddin, fled to Tiruchinappalli. Tiruchinappalli is nothing but Tiruchirappalli, Trichy. Okay. Chand Sahib became the Nawab of Carnatic and rewarded the French with a grant of 80 villages around Pondicherry. So, what happened? Muhammad Ali was the son of Anwaruddin. He fled to Tiruchirappalli. Okay. Chanda Sahib, he became the Nawab of Carnatic and he rewarded the French with a grant of 80 villages around the Pondicherry. So, around Pondicherry, 80 villages he gave to the French people. Who gave? Chanda Sahib. Chanda Sahib was the Nawab of Carnatic. This is a picture of duplex. You would have seen in beach also, okay, in Pondicherry beach. You would have seen this picture. So, in this picture's statue. Next. In the Deccan, too, the French defeated and killed Nasir Jung and made Muzaffar Jung as the Nizam. In Deccan is nothing but southern part of India. Okay, the French people, they killed Nasir Jung and made Muzaffar Jung as the Nizam. Okay, Nizam is nothing but its hereditary ruler of Hyderabad. Okay, Nizam is nothing but hereditary ruler of Hyderabad. Okay, next. Okay, children. He appointed Duplex as the governor of all the territories in south of the river Krishna. Okay, this Nizam Muzaffar Jung, okay, a new Nizam gave ample rewards to the French. So Muzaffar Jung was the new Nizam. Okay, so Nizam, I told you, hereditary ruler of Hyderabad. He gave ample rewards to the French and he appointed Duplex as a governor of all the territories in the south of a river Krishna. Muzaffar Jung was assassinated by his own people in 1751. So, assassinated is nothing but murdering some people, that is a politician for the purpose of political or religious purpose. Okay, murdering a person for political or religious purpose is called as assassination. Okay, fine. They assassinated him in the year 1751. Salabat Jung, he was the brother of Nasir Jung, was raised to the throne by Buzi. Buzi is a person here, okay. Salabat Jung granted the northern Sirkas, excluding the Guntur district, to the French. Duplex power was at its zenith by that time. Okay, next, Battle of Arcot, 1751. In the meantime, Duplex sent forces to besiege the fort of Trichy, where Muhammad Ali had taken shelter. So, besiege is nothing but, just a minute, besiege is nothing but surrounded with armed force to capture. Surround with armed force to capture. Besiege meaning. Okay. Okay. Duplex, he sent forces to besiege the fort of Trichy, where Muhammad Ali had taken shelter. He sent armed force to capture Trichy, okay, to capture the fort of Trichy, where Muhammad Ali was taking shelter. Okay, Chand Sahib also joined with the French in their efforts to besiege Trichy. So, along with him, Chand Sahib was also joined. Okay, he also joined with him. Robert Clive's proposal was accepted by the British governor Sundars, and with only 200 English and 300 Indian soldiers, Clive was entrusted the task of capturing Arcot. His attack proved successful. Robert Clive. So, this is the picture of Robert Clive. Picture of Robert Clive. The French at Arni and Kaveri Pak, with the assistance of Major General Stringer Lawrence, Chanda Sahib was killed in Trichy. Muhammad Ali was made the Nawab of Arcot under British protection. The French government recalled Dupleix to Paris. So, what they are telling here? Robert Clive, he defeated the French, okay, in the place called Arni and Kaveri Park. With the assistance of Major General Stringer Lawrence, with his assistance, Chanda Sahib was killed in Trichy. So, they killed Chanda Sahib in the place Trichy. Okay. Muhammad Ali was made the Nawab of Arcot. Okay, Muhammad Ali was made as the Nawab of Arcot under the British protection. The French government recalled Dupleix to Paris. Treaty of Pondicherry. So, I told you about treaty last time itself. Treaty is nothing but a written agreement between two or more countries. Okay. Here, Treaty of Pondicherry in the year 1755. Dupleix was succeeded by Gothu. This is a French name. I may pronounce it wrongly, but I don't know how to pronounce this in French. Okay, Gothu, who agreed the Treaty of Pondicherry. So, Dupleix was succeeded by Gothu, who agreed the Treaty of Pondicherry. According to it, both the parts agreed not to interfere in the internal affairs of the native state. What they signed in the treaty, in the agreement, they signed that not to interfere in the internal affairs of the native states. And they were to retain old positions. New fort should not be built by either power. The treaty made by the British stronger. Next, the Second Carnatic War also proved inconclusive. The English proved their superiority on land by appointing Muhammad Ali as the Nawab of Carnatic. The French were still very powerful in Hyderabad. However, predominant position of the French in the Deccan Peninsula was definitely undetermined in this war. The last one is Third Carnatic War. The outbreak of the 7 years, the Third Carnatic War held for 7 years. We saw, right? 7 years. War in Europe led on the Third Carnatic War in India. By this time, Robert Clive established the British power in Bengal by the Battle of Plassey, which provided them with the necessary finance for the Third Carnatic War. Next, Count de Lally, this is the name, okay, was deputed from France to conduct the war from the French side. He easily captured Fort Saint David. He ordered Bussy is a person's name, okay, to come down to the Carnatic with his army to make a united effort to push the British out of the Carnatic. Taking advantage of Bussy's departure, Robert Clive sent Colonel Ford from Bengal to occupy the northern Sircas. Sircas is nothing but it's a part of Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. Battle of Vandivash. 1760. The decisive battle of the Third Carnatic War was fought on January 22nd, 1760. The English army under General Ayer Coote totally routed the French army under Lally. Within a year, the French had lost all their possessions in India. Lally returned to France where he was imprisoned and executed. So this is the picture of Ayerkut and Conde Lally. Treaty of Paris. 7 Years' War was concluded by the Treaty of Paris. So 7 Years' War, what is 7 Years' War? Third Carnatic War is 7 Years' War. They concluded with the Treaty of Paris. They signed an agreement called Treaty of Paris. The French settlements, including Pondicherry, were given back to the French. So Pondicherry was given back to the French people again. But they were forbidden from fortifying those places. They were not allowed to gather armies. The French dominance in India practically came to an end. Okay, children, we'll just wind up to this. Next class will continue from Mysore and its resistance to British expansion, page number 15. Till that, take care, go through the lesson and do the work. Thank you, children.